You'd be absolutely gutted if he went out on 2 wins out of 3.
And it will happen. Out of the 16 groups, we will have a few players that will happen to. That is, unfortunately, nature of it. Give you the reason for me being on the fence with it. So, for example, let's say Melanie wins this match. Melanie beat Becky Saunders yesterday. So if Becky was to win the other match that's in action right now, then Melanie would be through, because she would have 2, but the other 2 players that are on 2 points would be playing each other. So only one of those can catch her on. So that's and it'd be vice versa. So that's how it works out. We'll keep you updated on those scores. You don't have to worry about all that sort of stuff. Just enjoy the pool on the table, and Dawn with the first opportunity here. We start with 40 minutes. It's a race to 5, and I'm not sure if you saw all the matches yesterday, Tony, because you had an earlier finish, doing some of the social side of the event.
Interviews.
Some of the interviews. But we saw I think some of the best matches of the day yesterday came from the women's series late on. I thought we saw some fabulous matches. We really did. To go all the way down to the wire.
To be fair, I was actually in the arena. I was watching the Mary Talbot match, which came down to the shootout.
I thought that was a drama.
I was actually speaking to her afterwards. I said, because she's such a good curist.
Mentioned Sophie Gibbs. Of course, she also just won her second match, so she's looking good in her group. She actually got to play on the TV table again. A little peek behind the curtain. We weren't streaming it, but she was on the TV table.
Yeah, very solid player, Sophie. Of course, a member of the successful England ladies champions team.
You're saying that through gritted teeth, Tony. For those that don't know, my colleague here, very much an Irishman and a big part of the Irish setup for a long time.
Indeed. Melanie won't be pleased with that shot.
That is.
Wow.
Needs another. Just wondering if the natural floats the red. Just to really kind of put all your focus on the yellow here, let the cue ball do its thing, and you can plumb on the 8 ball.
I think she hits it bang on. I think she slides off that red half ball.
That's why she potted it on a little bit on the side of the pocket. Yeah. Just pitched it.
2 great pots.
Yeah, beautiful.
This is sparkling stuff from Dawn Keeling.
Yeah, for opening frame going the way of Dawn, that was an excellent, only 3-ball combination there, little out, but here we go then. Melanie Ritchie's.
Nice split.
Yeah, that's not bad. Just being careful with it's okay if you make the pot.
Yeah, this is not looking good now for Melanie. 30 seconds already gone and only 2 balls potted.
Just got to keep going. You never know.
No, it's true.
Just keep trying. Frustration's kicking in now. This one's just got away. I've seen this happen. I've seen numerous top professional players end up doing this. Okay, 75 and change is the unofficial time. Oh, and they've not opened for a pop them here. Just pop them. Make sure you hit a cut. Oh, okay.
That's pop.
Slam them. I tell you what, this has gone awkward. This has gone really awkward. Melanie should have some hope here.
Absolutely. When we got to 30 seconds, just over 30, Melanie was potting her third ball. So that tells you what sort of, you know, to gauge where we are.
So you're saying Dawn's behind here?
I think she is. But that'll help.
Need a little bump. Don't sit on it. Ooh, it's awkward.
That's not what you do. Not want the cue ball travelling up the top of the table. That's massive.
What a shot that is. Make these 2 pots and she wins. And she does win with 10 seconds to spare. Wow, quite incredible. What scenes we have this morning here at the mini-series. Fascinating match. Neither player wanting to win it, it felt, for a while there. Dawn especially gifting away chances to win it in real time. Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm ready to go for our second match from the women's series this morning. Yeah, just trying to catch our breath after that epic of the previous match, all the way to that 6-red shootout and beyond. But it is now reset 0-0 score, excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. Reset the clock, 40 minutes, race to 5, 0-0, Danny and Jodie. It's Jodie with our first opportunity here. Second match for both players. Women's series played in groups of 4, with the top 2 qualifying through to the main event. Bottom 2 qualify through to the
while you were looking at that, Simon, Jodie's just knocked the black in.
No. I was looking at the scores.
I know you were.
That's incredible. Well, I mean, what is going on this morning, Tony? What is going on? Tony can't believe it. I can't believe it. Could have done, I think, with stopping and being straight in left centre, but can just come back to straight in left centre. There, that's perfect. I like that a lot. Gets you on the one on the left-hand side, which is the tricky one.
It's been pretty solid. It's Jodie Holt.
Missed a trick there, though, for me. Just feather that in off the yellow, and then, because the 8 ball wants to go in the left centre pocket, now she's got to pull the cue ball back and try and get a little bit higher on the red, which isn't a problem, but you're just forcing it a bit more. And when forcing it, you end up missing it.
Well, this is a great chance now for Danny. One you feel she has to take. That's a good shot. It's amazing, we haven't really seen much of Danny at all in the match. Gets these 2 balls and gets it within 1 frame.
Yeah, well, she's tried to do too much there. entirely sure what pocket she was playing for the 8 ball in the way that she played that. Though I can only assume she was just trying to bring it back to top right, but overdone it significantly.
Oof.
And that was going as well.
It was very, very close, that's for sure. Cue ball playing goalkeeper.
Was this in? Probably not.
Might have been the jaw.
Neither had a nice angle, actually. She's just trying to make her mind up. Well, top left isn't terrible. Just roll it in and then go bottom right. But rather have gone for the double. That's her decision. I'm surprised by that because roll in top right gets you bottom right. Or, as my co-commentator who realises that he's not on camera was indicating, you could clip it in and go around the 3 cushions.
Yeah, sign language there.
Sign language on commentary doesn't work very well. Danny does get that frame. And you're right, it's been a bizarre, strange match in terms of we've really not seen much of Danny, and yet she is 3-2 here. She's still very much in the match.
From Jodie's point of view.
Yeah, decision making for this visit's has been odd. But still digging. And if she's on the red to top left, then this is still okay. Now it's getting trickier. Tell you what, with just under 4 minutes to go, there's going to be a massive shot coming up on the red coming up next. Well, we're not going to get there because she misses this one. Because right now, Danny Gatto is massive favourite for this frame.
From Danny.
Just can't get the cue ball. No. Needed to land somewhere nearer. Well, straight in. I think ideally, I'd rather have got rid of the one over bottom left and then straight in left centre and the 2 on the cushions. A big shot coming up now. Try and get in between the 2 yellows.
No. Mind you, there's an easy safety. You could just run this yellow towards the middle back and leave the cue ball tight on the rail. Didn't want to hit it that far up. If she used to just gently roll it towards it, she could put the yellow in the way of the cue ball getting to that red, and obviously the black's blocking the other one.
Yeah, you play it deliberately into the cushion rather than along the cushion. Oh, she's going to get rewarded though. Oh, we could be in for another.
Well.
Here we go. Another 6 red shootout, you feel. Still 3 balls to be potted in, and 2 of them could be awkward. Certainly the yellow on the cushion will be. But what a chance this is for Danny Gatto.
Well, this black, you feel, will bring us to a 6 red. Not a lot of time left for the next frame.
Oh, and it goes as well. Can you believe it? Danny Gatto ties the scores up, and she immediately knows what that means.
She's looking at the clock now to see how long's left.
Oh, brilliant break. Oh, make your decision. Make your decision.
The Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz run out of oil.
Got stuck. This is fine though. Oh, being ambidextrous helps, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Nicely done. Just drop it in and just use 2 shots on the last ball.
Don't let the cue ball run though.
No. Just stop the white dead there, just also close to it. Now then.
Yeah, that's a brilliant shot. Okay, that's not bad. Considering it took her nearly 10 seconds to play the first shot, that is not bad at all, and it's a competitive time.
Let's see.
42-32 to beat then. And this is a brilliant break. This is very doable.
And he's going to make me eat my words.
Oh, making that is huge.
Wow. Trouble, I'm not a gambling man, isn't it? I just lost a couple of quid. Ball in the middle next, has to be.
Oh no, still could be done.
Should have just tapped them. That was a massive error.
And now it's going to get away. Just that one decision late on, and it's going to cost Danny Gatto. Great comeback to get it back to a 6-red shootout, but it was too little, too late. Excellent break of the cut variety.
Yeah, he got into those, did Ian?
Quite a powerful cut break, really drove into them.
His arm went on that one. Wave of apology for where he's left Andy after miss.
Could have left it easier, of course, but also he's, you know, if he makes that ball, he's in prime position to make a clearance. So I'm not sure he needs to apologise.
No.
Not a brilliant chance on yellows, but it is a chance. These can be worked out.
A little bit close to that yellow for my liking. Just opting to play the other one. I think I would have done the same. Not a nice shot to play that little jabby shot into the corner when you're very, very close to it. There's a chance where the cue ball could come back and just glance your tip and it'll be a foul.
Stanchion call.
Now then, two yellows at the top. He's going to play on the right, and then screw into the other. No, he's just going to roll in. He feels that he can land on this while just bumping into it.
He's right.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried about that red, but Andy in his great control and knowledge of where the balls are going to go. There you see where he wants to go. He wants to get dead straight on this yellow into that left-hand middle pocket. If he can. Just roll the cue ball down to the black. Now he's got a tiny bit of angle that he didn't want. He has it. Just a tad. Just enough. He can just get through now to this 8 ball. Is he looking at playing cushion first with a cue ball?
He can get through straight. He plays it cushion first and makes it, but he could get through straight there, I thought. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a great finish, and it's a good turnaround for Andy Appleton. It's job done, and he gets the win he vitally needed. Keeps his hopes of qualifying alive.
Yeah, I was just going to see what the state of play was in this gentleman's group.
Yeah, I must admit, I've not paid too much attention, in the sense that, like I say, I've been playing today as well. But obviously, with a group of 8, I think they've all been sort of pegging each other back and forth. So
I had the luxury of Simon's scorecards and everything, which he's wandered off, and I don't know how to get into it.
Yes, Tony the technophobe. Yeah.
What are you trying to say, Barbara?
I'm not saying anything, Tony. You know I love you.
A nice confident pot there from John Cochrane.
Again, he's now chasing. He's fallen out of positioning. He's fallen out of position, and he's literally having to chase this clearance. And again, it's one of them where it's just not there. He's being forced into it almost. Look.
These matches, of course, just a race to 3.
Oh, it's brutal.
It is.
Absolutely brutal. One fluke and you're under the cosh. It'll be interesting to see as well, especially in the seniors, how they cope when it drops to the 15-second shot clock.
Well, I can say this is Group 2. And the top of Group 2 is Steve Singh. Played 5-1-5.
Yeah.
Closely followed by Jason Ford. Darryl Fallow's another great player. He's in 4th place, but there's been a lot of... Well, Darryl Fallow's 4th. He's only won 2 out of 5. John Cochrane is currently... Well, you said he hadn't won a game, and that's correct.
Yeah.
He's
But they have been literally, apart from Steve pulling away, they've been sort of...
Yeah, well, Willie's just above him. He's won 1 out of 4. And this is a great opportunity now for the Scot to nick the first frame. He'll want that back again.
It was thin, but not that thin.
No, indeed.
I can't laugh too much because I had one of them this morning. Because obviously you literally, although I don't know what he's going to do with the black. I don't know where the black was going to go after that shot, but...
I was just looking at Willie. He's had a couple of 3-2 defeats in there, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been pretty...
I'll tell you what, he's beaten Darryl Fallows 3-1, and Darryl Fallows is a top player.
Yeah.
I mean, out of the players he's played, and this is no disrespect to anybody,
no,
but the one he's won out of his 3 matches was probably his hardest, in my opinion.
Well, he played Steve Singh.
Has he?
Yeah, he played Steve Singh.
Because there's about 20,000 results there going through on the...
Right then, Willie, let's cue this one in.
Nice to see Barbara showing unbiased.
Oh yeah, I'm the unbiased commentator. I can't, he's my best mate, I can't not cheer. I don't think that's straight enough for him though.
Down goes the black ball, and it is Willie Anderson who draws first blood. This has just been made very tricky.
I don't know, because the way he's looking, it looks like he might have more angle than it looks for that one into the middle to be able to...
You're a fair distance away from it now, and you'd probably only get the cue up a little bit.
No, I think, yeah, there's more angle than it looked. Oh, he's pinched some of the pocket, but I tell you what, actually, he can take that into the middle and actually come off of the right-hand side down and come below the black. He could cut that into the middle, if need be. Oh, it's not quite as thin as it looks. Oh.
Well, not the nudge that Willie Anderson wanted there. This has blocked the path for the 8-ball. Cue ball off the bottom rail and try and bang it into the centre.
I think he can come off of the right-hand side rail the way he's coming. That's on. Oh, that's a foul.
Yeah, red first there. Ball in hand now for John Cochrane. And what an opportunity it is. This is such a big frame with the clock as it is. It's going to be like 4 minutes left, and one of these players is going to be one in front, and being able to manipulate the clock a little bit.
Yeah, but on a 15-second shot clock, you should be able to get Another frame in, and there you go. We're on 15 seconds after this shot.
All depends on the split. If you get one of those messy frames in.
Yeah.
Again, it's
He's left it. That goes.
I'll tell you what.
It's awkward queuing.
But this is a great chance. And you see the perfect line. He's missed it. I think I'd have hit that hard, mate. Don't like them roly-polies down the table.
It's awkward bridging though.
Yeah, but this is the thing, because you're going to put a bit of side on, you can do by mistake when you're playing those shots. That's why I like to give it a bit of stick.
But again, it looked almost, it's pretty much dead straight.
Yeah.
So again, if you cue it too sweet, you'll just top it through.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's tricky.
Well, like, once again, the frames have been thrown backwards and forwards between these two gentlemen.
Got a good angle now to just drop down a bit.
Cue ball. Oh. Flirting with danger. I'll be using my extension now. Chop a few seconds in.
Yeah, I think, but this is again where the experience comes in. And you're trying to, I was trying to explain this, make sure you watch the clock. You haven't got...
Alfie Powder did it last night playing Oli Bale.
Yeah.
2-1 up. If he called his extension at the end of the frame, Oli didn't have time to pot the last two balls.
No.
Over, and he didn't call it Mrs. Ball. Oli ran around the table, got them in with a couple of seconds of spare, and then beat him in the sixth red. Right. And here comes Willie. 40 seconds to knock these yellows in.
Go. Don't want that white ball moving. Come on. Quick.
Wow.
Come on. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, quick.
Well, Willie Anderson, this to get himself a 6 red shootout. He's done it. That's incredible.
That's a great clearance. 45 seconds
Look
left.
at your little face, Barbara.
Yeah. Because they
What are you
haven't
trying
had
to
the
say?
experience. No, they haven't had the experience of the 6 red.
Well, here we go. It's Willie going first.
That's a nice split.
It is.
Move.
Move.
That's it. Fine. That's the other thing. If you miss, don't panic. Slow that white. Stun shots. That's it.
Well, he's eating up some seconds here.
That's all right. Just keep going.
Going to be in the 40s at least.
That's all right. That's fine. That's it.
And then goes the red. We're looking at 43, 38. Of course, we'll need the official score, which will come up before John Cochran comes to make his attempt. There it is, 43.56. You can see behind John Cochran. That is the time to beat. It's a brisk walk.
He's missed that one. Again, it's keeping your head.
The plant would have been a better shot there, and I think, well, lots of trouble here, I think, for John. Yeah, this isn't boding very well. You've got to fancy he's only potted one ball, and we're in 25 seconds. Oof.
He likes them middle pockets.
Yeah, I think Willie Anderson will be sat quite happily now. And if that doesn't go in, which it hasn't, it's going to be Willie Anderson that is going to go through, and I think John Cochran has resigned himself to the fact. You're going to hear the buzzer in a minute. There it goes. And it is Willie Anderson who does go through. Well, go through. He wins his group match. I know, I thought we were in the knockout stage. But it's Willie Anderson that is triumphant via the 6 red shootout. He beats John Cochran. Don't go away. Right after this little break, we're going to have Partab Singh versus Martin Hazell.
Very good match, yeah.
Yep,
I'll
just a
hang
few
around
moments.
for that one.
Right now, Partab's top of the table, just on frame difference, 10/9. But both players have played 4 and 1-4, and in cruise control in this group. In fact, I think the winner will go to 10 points, which, okay, not quite mathematically guaranteed, but I'm sure they are, really, in terms of it would take a very bizarre series of results that may not even be possible depending on who's playing who in the group. Neil Wren, Andrew Jones, Kev Farrelly, Kip Lenore, Andy Muir and Mark Ogden are the other 6 players in this group.
Such a steady performer, Partab Singh. Well, he tried to shift it and he did, but look where he's landed. Nothing there for Partab. His only saving grace is those 2 yellows are stuck together. So Martin Hazell, if he does come back to the table, which I'm sure he will, he's going to have to shift those. Here is Martin Hazell, another Yorkshireman. The last couple of tour events when I played on the senior tour, these pair have teamed up to knock me out of both tournaments. Very kind of them.
It's lovely, Tony, to hear that you can talk about some losses on.
Well, very briefly.
All weekend long, all we've heard about is every single match you've ever won in your career. And nice to hear that you did lose a couple.
Run out of them now, there's only 4.
Well, this has suddenly opened up here for Martin.
Shot there from Martin.
Nothing really in the way here in terms of getting out. Nice angle here just to stun the gap. Imagine he'll play for the one on the cushion next. That's okay. Half a turn of angle might have been nice. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. You just won't be able to get the cue ball quite away from the cushion.
Well, these are 2 of the players that will be not worried about the arena part of plenty of time he's been in these matches. Martin, seasoned tournament winner for many, many years. And it normally takes a big performance from one of the other players to basically dish him off the table and put him out, because that's what you have to do with him. When I played him in Leicester, and I was playing pretty well for me, and I was I think I was 5-3 up, and I thought, you know, this is great against somebody like Martin Hazell, and then he just suddenly switched into overdrive. I missed a ball, and then next thing I know, it's 5 apiece. And, you know, my wheels came off, and he took out 2 great finishes as well to beat me. So.
Yeah, with visits to a table like that, you can see why.
Yeah.
Tricky layout then for Partab to try and get himself going in this match. He might be done and dusted before he has a chance to get going here.
Partab there tried to get into that cluster of balls, and he's come around the angles and missed them all together and gone in the centre. He could be resigning himself to the fact that this could be quite a quick 3-0. There's the opportunities there for Hazell, and who's to say he's not going to knock him in the way he's playing at the moment.
This is, well, there's not obvious a massive advantage for having cue ball in hand as you'll ever see. You could never get the cue ball in there without having cue ball in hand, but that cluster of 5 yellows, he can get right in the middle of them, and they actually all go.
I would probably feel that he's not even played in this match.
Calls foul on himself, I think, or was he? No, he just wasn't happy that it didn't top through. Okay, no, our referee is going to have another look here. What's he looking for? Was it a push shot? Did he hit the red with his cue? I think that the discuss from Martin might just be that he was trying to top through for the one on the cushion.
Yeah, I think he just seemed to jump it a little bit, so it's like not a miscue, but...
Which you're always going to do when you're digging down. It's going to be a bit like that, but he was hoping just to get a bit of forward momentum on it. Don't think there's a foul here, but let's have a look. Yeah,
it's hard to tell from that sort of angle anyway, but...
Martin would know. I don't think there's any issues here. Yeah, I don't think there's any issues at all.
I think he's checking if the cue ball bounced up and hit and just sort of glanced off his tip again. You know, and you can't really feel it either when you're playing that sort of shot. So, but it looked okay to me, and obviously they've had a good look now. And
I think Martin's done our referee there just a little bit. I think that Martin's reaction made the referee think, oh, there's something a little bit untoward here. But it was just he didn't get the cue ball that he wanted. He didn't want to have to play the one on the cushion to get on the one on the bottom of the table, and he wanted to get on the one on the cushion now, then the one he's looking at to come down.
Lovely shot again from Hazell. This has been some performance from him.
Quick fire. Going to use half the match clock here. He's 2 pots away from winning this one. And I'm not sure how you feel, Tony, but possibly performance of the weekend so far.
Absolutely, 100%.
And the performance of the weekend so far delivers a 3-0 victory to Martin Hazell. Not too much that Partab could do about it. A couple of bits of things going against him out there, but it was all about that man there, Martin Hazell. He goes to 5 wins from 5. He is cruising at the top of the table. He'll be in the main event tomorrow, and he'll be dangerous as well. We have more action on the way. Stay with us.
Yeah, we'll just be developing these yellows now, will Lee. Ball in hand. We'll see an attempt to finish it now. Get rid of that yellow that's nearest to that top right hand corner. If he puts the cue ball just to the right of it, he can play it in the other corner. Open that pocket up. Nope. Going to bump into the yellows. Not sure I like that shot. I think the way I thought. I thought he was going to do that actually, because he walked around to the side of the table and looked at it.
I agree with you completely. He's still in complete control of the frame. That's the important thing. You know, you try and you make a decision, you go one way and it doesn't come out, and you just reset and you can do it again.
Not keen on that either. To be fair, where those 2 yellows are, I mean, they're not a plant or anything, and you have to get on the other ball, but then ball in hand helps. Yeah,
he's got the luck, because in those situations when you leave one cushion, you have to project that your opponent is going to make contact and get out of the snooker. So the important thing there was opening up the 2 yellows to have an opportunity to then make it an easier clearance. But he's been a little fortunate, in my opinion, to get ball in hand.
Yeah, disappointed with Phil there for both of them. Really, he should be hitting his red from these escapes. Lee, of course, another player, by the way, that's beat me on the senior store. Well, we're dragging him up. 7-5 at the Players Club in Newcastle under Lyme.
Was that fairly recently? Was that?
That was about a year ago. That one. Yeah, it took me a year to recover from it.
You've just remembered.
Yeah.
The beauty of retiring is you don't have to worry about losing any more matches. I haven't lost a match for at least 5 or 6 years.
That's a little under hit, is it? Nah, it's not too bad. Thought he was going to die then, the cue ball, but this is absolutely fine for Lee Irwin. And in it goes, and the defending champion gets things off to a good start here.
Down, 9 minutes to go, time to get moving here.
Nice split on the Reds. They were just sort of, the balls parted perfectly, just in that little bunch there.
It is a lovely layout here as well. One just below the cue ball now I don't like, unless you could play it now and avoid the yellows. Oh, that's clever, but he's overhit it.
Yeah, I like the way he tracked over to that.
If he's on it, well, the way his body language tells me he is actually on it, so this is good. Oh, he is. Again, he sort of punched it in rather than just floating it in. Float it in and you miss that yellow and you're on better ball at the top of the table. The upshot is that he's not going to get that close to the red down the cushion.
He's just missed a black down here in his pocket. That extra care and attention, but he has missed it again.
It's just really tough. Awkward queuing as well. Just left himself a really bad spot and had to slow roll it in rather than, you know, if he pulls it back, you could drag it in, which makes it a little bit more of a comfortable shot. Yeah,
these are the little differences between somebody like, let's say, Martin Hazell, who still was playing fantastically earlier, and some of the other players where Martin Hazell would have made sure he was on with an angle coming down the table. He'd have been right behind that, I'm certain. It's just, is it careless? Don't know. Is it rushed? Possibly. You know, it's out there in the TV arena, and that has an effect.
It's just the difference is subtle, but it's the differences in levels, isn't it? You see, higher up you go, they make those look easy.
Well, I think we'll be seeing a safety played very shortly from Lee Irwin, because those two yellows don't look that inviting over there on the side rail. I think he's going to just develop them and leave the cue ball stuck behind one of them. So just block the black going into that right-hand corner, which is also helpful in case Phil got out of this snooker and knocked his red in, which is a big ask. But he does have the natural angle just to go top rail. I don't know where he's looking down there. He's doing it in reverse. always looked at these and had an imaginary ball that I would have in my mind that's on that bottom there where you need to hit that in the middle to cut that in.
Yep. Yeah, there's a few different ways of visualising it.
No.
He visualised it narrow, misses it.
Little edgy one up the top there. If he misses it, he's leaving.
You just got to play it, haven't you? You got that. You get kind of. You could talk yourself into trying to do too much here. Just make the pot. I mean, I'd go the other way around.
I don't mind that because, I do mind that. That's unbelievable.
I think it's a terrible decision, in my opinion, because, like, if you pot it top left and just let the cue ball do a natural line down the middle of the table, you're playing on the one that's in the middle of the table that gets you the line to get across to the one on the cushion, and you're out. But he played it the other way around, harder pot, breaks of side, because he wanted to hide the white if he missed. But you're bringing in a negative there. That wasn't. Leo was too good a player to be thinking about missing that ball.
Yeah. I think again though with the RAS on tables, I think he's got it in his mind that because they're a bit tighter, it sort of it scared him.
It's going to cost him the frame, and that was certainly a moment to potentially win the match. Should have won the match, but he let Phil into it. Just under the 5 minutes to go. Rest of the match will be played at 15 seconds a shot, and there's only a 1 frame in it now.
Certainly wouldn't be laughing inside. Is he going to go dry? He is, and Lee Irwin is going to come to the table with 2.5 minutes. It's not open. Balls need to be moved.
Extension call.
It's not a mop them up in a minute and a half layout, really. And yes, I know there was 2.5 minutes when you came to the table, but you haven't really got time for the safety exchange and trying to make it happen. It's just, I think we're destined here for a 6 red shootout.
Yeah, I'm with you. Six red Saturday.
Yeah, we have had many shootouts here on moving day.
I don't know what was to be gained. Phil Connelly there.
Oh,
well.
Is this 8 ball tracking? It's not going to get there. Oh, just for a second.
What are they doing?
Right, 1 minute.
There's time.
Yeah, it's time. You've got 1 ball to work out. There is time for a finish hit. And you've got a ball. The ball right centre isn't the worst ball to go into the red. Might be better go into it now if you can, though, because you're moving it up the table. Hasn't really come out.
He's going to get a go at it, though. Smash this in around the angles.
I tried to play it off the 8 ball and got it all wrong. Turns away in disgust. He knows what's coming up. Will be a 6 red shooter. I've lost count of the number we've had today.
16.
16. And we never exaggerate in the commentary box either.
Yeah. I've told you once, I've told you a million times not to exaggerate. Well, off we go again.
Yeah, this one's going to finish 2-2. Leo will be kicking himself. Really good chance to win the match 3-0. And then the naughtiest of flukes from Phil Connelly to make it 2-2.
Well, here we go.
Oh, slightly overhit the break, but the split's not bad.
I like them.
Yeah.
Just tap it.
Oh, this is good. This is really good. 28:30. 28:30 is the unofficial time.
So I've lost with me 30 seconds.
You're toast.
I'm out.
You're out. You're out. And remember, these two are absolutely locked, all square, in 4th place in the group. Loser is in trouble. That's not terrible. Could have done with a little bit more, but you can go quick from here. Ooh, this is good. This is good. Missing that red. Does it hurt him? Does it hurt him? Brilliant.
Oh.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Brilliant. That is an excellent 6-red shootout from Lee Irwin. If he doesn't miss the pot to the corner, it's one of the quickest times we've seen at the seniors. But he's got the job done with, well, a second to spare. Happy, Tony?
Yeah, out twice.
Out twice. And you're going to be very frustrated that your co-commentator predicted 27 as the winning time. 27 was the winning time, just proving that every once in a while I do get things right, but a broken clock is right twice a day, so I won't take too much out of it either. And we're going to stay with Group 9 as well, and we're going to stay with a top of the table versus bottom of the table clash here. Darren Childs is tied top of the table, and Ian Duffy is second bottom of the table here.
Yeah, surprising place for Ian Duffy to find himself in, really. I predicted he'd be in the tussle for top 4. I mean, he can still
do it, even from 7th place. So look, I'll run through the table. Mark Gray is on top of the table with Darren Childs, both on 10 points, both on 5 wins from 5. Dylan Leary in 3rd place with 6 points, 3 wins and 2 losses. Same as Lee Irwin, and they're on 6. Phil Connelly now remains on 4, 2 wins and 3 losses. Nigel White and Ian Duffy have 1 win and 4 losses, and then Mark Damsel has 5 losses from 5. So from Ian Duffy's perspective, he's got to win his final 3 games, get himself to 6 points, and then hope that holds up. Now, we do know that Dylan Leary plays Lee Irwin on his final game of the day, so that's one of them not getting the 2 points, because he basically needs one of those 2 players to not win another point, and Phil Connelly not to win his final 2 games, basically. That's the situation. So who plays who in the final round of games? Well, Ian plays Nigel White, and he also, who else does he? Must have an extra game somewhere.
No, 2 left.
2 left. Oh, he's already played 5, isn't he? So he's only got 1 more after this. So yeah, so his Nigel is against Nigel White. So yeah, he'd have to win that one, and then
He needs either Dylan Leary or Lee Irwin to lose their final games.
Dylan Leary plays Nigel White, who's in the bottom half, so maybe not too much hope there for him.
So we'll be cheering on Dylan Leary against Lee Irwin then.
Dylan Leary against Lee, and so Lee Irwin's other game is against Mark Damsel, who's bottom of the table. So it's a tough one for Lee. He needs an upset from somewhere, but he has to take all that out of play. First thing he has to do is win his final 2 matches and then hope it's enough. And also could do with winning it with some frame difference support as well.
Played a nice plant there. Did Ian?
A little bit of an edgy one out there for Ian.
Yeah, it reminds me a little of Christophe Lambert, where, you know, when I've played Ian a few times, and, you know, he does sort of, you know, consider adrenaline, and I'm not going to say it's a shake, it's more of a quiver, if you like, but it's a controlled one. Like Christophe, you know, you think, wow, that guy's really nervous, you know, but Christophe just, he plays with it, and it sort of it seems to help him.
Yeah, I do see that from time to time for a few players of elite Q Sport levels. It's not uncommon, but it was quite jarring. A little bit of a quick one as well, and wasn't particularly good. A bit of queuing, and it could cost him the opening frame here, as Darren Childs has got, well, he's 5 from 5, and he's got a really nice roadmap really, just to run out here and get the opening frame.
Yeah, steady performer, Darren. A bit annoyed with himself. He's be a little straighter with this red, but it should be okay.
Cruise controls really for Darren. There's only one match where he's been pushed all the way. Yeah, just slightly awkward here.
Well, he can make the first red into the middle bag. It's just, can he hold up the cue ball enough to stay on the other one? I think he can. I think he could just sort of stun it or drag it through. So he doesn't particularly like it that much.
Take it long and just stun into the yellow. Oh, that's okay. He's worked a little out in the end. That's a nice shot.
Yeah, nicely done there by Darren Childs. And it's black to win the first frame.
Yeah, missed opportunity for Ian Duffy, and Darren Childs gets it on the board. He's been very good over the course of the first day and a half of the mini-series. 3-1 he beat Phil Connelly and Nigel White and Lee Irwin before a 3-0 victory over Mark Damsel. The only match that's been pushed in any way, shape or form was against Dylan Leary, former champion, and he won that one 3-2.
You don't want any of these.
No.
You're saying, please don't let me have anybody from Group 9.
Of course, that's all predetermined as well. I wonder if some players go and work it all out, figure out where they're going to be.
We're going to have to figure out where everybody else is going to be as well.
Well, that's true.
And on these race to threes, I mean, anything can happen. Darren there putting a little face. I want the keyboard to come up a little bit further. Still okay though. His main problem obviously is the yellow that's tucked in that cluster there behind the black. Now then, can he get into those balls from here? Black's come out. He's promoted the yellow though into a better position. It now does go down the rail into the bottom left, so all yellow's available. It's just where he's landed with the cue ball. It's awkward cueing. He's playing the yellow into the centre next. He's made that one. If he gets this finish, I mean, this will be, well, you'd have to rank it up there with the Martin Hazell performance, although Martin's shot that when he's positioned onto the black using the jaws, probably the best shot I've seen this weekend.
Yeah, I agree, but that was an excellent shot. It's
Yeah.
at least been brilliant. And I hadn't got much time to give you the information. I was there busy scrolling around trying to find it for you. The winners and the winners 1, 2, 3, 4 in this group will play 4, 3, 2, 1 in Group 7, which is at the moment Tom Oakes, Mark White, Steve Bell and Craig Sturmey. So as it stands right now, Darren Childs would play, well, depending on how he gets on a Mark Gray, Steve Bell or Craig Sturmey, as he plays probably his worst shot of the weekend.
You could end up with Mark White against Dylan Leary.
You could, yeah, that's a very real possibility.
Yeah, some of the permutations there, I mean, going to see some extraordinary matches come tomorrow in the knockout. Well, I never. Ian Duffy always plays, or I've always seen him play with a glove, and it has disappeared.
I know you were rooting for a man to be playing with a glove a little bit earlier on. I don't know why, but Obviously, it wasn't Ian.
Well, John Cochran.
Johnny Cochran, yeah.
Yeah, O.J. Simpson's lawyer.
Missed out on a few jokes. You have to write some new material.
Yeah, it would have been interesting if he was playing the glove. You know, seeing if the glove fitted or not.
He wanted to, but it didn't fit, so...
That's what's happened with Ian Duffy. He's nicked his glove. Well, Duffy trying to keep his hopes alive.
Oh, he's been handed an opportunity and he's going to take it with a simple 8-ball. Really good visual there of the way that he moves on the shot, but cues it in nicely enough.
Ian Duffy, sit back down.
Wait your turn. Wait your turn.
Been a few guilty of getting out of the chair before the last ball falls in. Eager to get a chance to try and drag this back level as Ian, but he's going to have to wait a little longer.
Not a bad split this, just one problem ball on the left-hand side, the rest all there. Interesting to see how he goes about this. It's actually an awkward ball to break out. Make a case for moving the red, opening up the double, potentially. Just like that. Actually, he has an angle here to break it out. This is landed plumb perfect.
He does indeed. Very quickly, he gets down to do just that. Referee just checking, see if he's touching that red.
I always find that strange, because it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter on the red. Obviously makes a difference if it's his own yellow.
If the red moves, it's a foul regardless of whether it's touching or not.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. They always do. Do a great job to the IRO referees that we have. They've been worked hard this weekend as well with the 6 reds.
Overtime. But this is a fabulous opportunity now, and I feel that Ian Duffy isn't going to get that chance to level the match. That Darren Childs is going to run it out, and this will be another win in his collection.
6th of the weekend.
The many scalps of Darren Childs.
Could leave him in an interesting position playing Mark Gray, who could also be 6 out of 6 while they play each other later on tonight, but both will be safely through, and Darren Childs has got the job done. Very good match, actually, really high quality. Just one loose shot he played in the whole match, and it did cost him a frame, but he just came back on the very next frame and came up with a very classy break clearance to get the job done. He's safely through to the main event tomorrow. One more match left to play tonight, and then just keeping his arm in. And one more match still to come for us this afternoon as well. The final match of our afternoon session. Jason Ford up against Super Steve Singh, who was the only match that actually Jason lost. His first match was against Marvin. He lost that one. Won the rest. And Steve has won them all. And he gets off with a lovely break here. Steve's only dropped 4 frames in his 5 matches so far. 3-0, 3-1, 3-1, 3-0, 3-2. That was against Marvin as well. 3-2, so the only time he was pushed was against Marvin.
Extension call.
This is a really good layout for Steve. If he can just land straight in on the one to right centre next, he's essentially out with 4 shots to play. He has landed on it. All he has to do is just pop this back a touch, and then it really is just drop-ins. As Tony Holgate rejoins me.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm good. Just had a little chat with Willie Anderson there on my way back. Yeah. He said, do you realise how nervous I was out there with that 6 red shootout?
Could see it.
Yeah. He said, I was that nervous. He said, when he played the lag, he only got halfway up the table just before the 6 red. He said, we were both trying to lose the lag. But yeah, he said he had a lot of fun out there. Steve Singh. Super Steve Singh.
Yeah, and he's been super this weekend.
He has. Puts a lot of time into his practice, Steve. The king of the karaoke.
Is he?
He is.
The
The last event of the season at Leicester, there's always a karaoke, the last tour event. And I'll tell you what, you want to hear him sing Elvis?
Oh, really?
I'm telling you.
Let's mic him up. Really good start, though. Great clearance to open things up. Not quite as well struck as his first break of the day, of the match, rather. Yeah, didn't quite get through it as much, Steve. You knew it.
Extension call.
Nice control from Steve. Just got to be really careful with this shot. It's awkward. It's a stretch. In fact, he's even going to get the rest out. What a spider.
Very nicely done by Steve Singh.
Just when he was primed to win the frame, he misses. I wouldn't say the sitter, but one he shouldn't be missing. So I don't call it a sitter anymore. Those ones on the cushion just need a little bit of attention. It's a poor one from Steve. Can't make his mind up. Done everything needed of him in this visit, all nice and simple and clinical. Lots of roll-ins and simple controls, although this time he rolls it onto the cushion, it shouldn't be a problem. And in it goes, 2-1 in front, one away from victory, 5:43 left on the clock. A lot older. She's taking on Kirsty Davies in what is probably the match of the session in terms of both of them needing to win that to qualify. And then we will turn our attention to the seniors.
Balls and play.
Made a mistake with a couple of chances easier than the one he's got in front of him right now. Oh, and that's going to end the match. Just like that. What a disaster for Steve Singh. What a way to lose your first match of the competition. He should have won the match. He should have had, well, he should have won all 3 frames before this one. In the end, that is the end of that. What a way to end the session. Jason Ford goes tied at the top of the table with Super Steve Singh. And they'll both be in cruise control in terms of making it through to the main event tomorrow, but not the way that Steve wanted to end things.
I can tell you, the favour has been returned. And joining me in the commentary box this evening is none other than Willie Anderson. Welcome, Willie. How are we, sir?
Well, thanks, Tony. Good to be here. Thank you. Looking forward to this a lot.
Very dramatic earlier today.
It was dramatic. It was very nervy. Very nervy. I do apologise to any viewers. But
I can tell you, Barbara was shaking like a leaf when you were finished that buzzer beater frame. That was an unbelievable 7 yellows you knocked in there. Just in time.
Yeah.
Take it to the 6 red, and then there you went.
that was the best 40 seconds of the match for me.
Yeah,
That was 6 reds, yellows. Yeah.
Well, so it's your turn anyway to watch your mate Barbara. So how do you think she's going to fare tonight?
Well, I know she's looking forward to it. She obviously played Sarah in that World Championship final that you talked about. I sat there and watched it. Sarah was a big underdog there, but she came back very well in the end, if I remember. It was very close. I think she brought it back to something like 5-4 before Barbara pulled away. So she certainly got the ability to give Barbara a fright here, no doubt.
Yeah, of course, this match is a race to 5. Match clock 40 minutes. You can see it ticking away, and we'll be playing 30 seconds a shot. And then until the last 10 minutes of the match, well, it will drop down to 15 seconds, should we get there. But yes, this promises to be a very interesting encounter.
Nice shot there from Sarah to bring that red out. Potential here to maybe do something with that pack, that little cluster that's potentially problematic for her.
I can tell you in this group, Barbara Taylor does top it. 2 wins out of 2. This is her final game. Sarah Coxon has won 1, lost 1. In third place, Maria Lewis, who has won 1. And Alicia Dodd is in 4th place, yet to register a win. So Maria Lewis will be playing Alicia Dodd in the next match as well. That'll be later this evening. So Barbara Taylor, all she has to do, win this match, wins the group. Say that like it's an easy thing to do. But of course, for Sarah Coxon, it's a little different. She really doesn't want to get beaten, obviously, but then opens the door for Maria Lewis, who you think is in 3rd place, and you'd expect her maybe to beat Alicia Dodd. And that would register as her 2nd win. So if Barb was to beat Sarah, Maria Lewis wins against Alicia Dodd, and it'll be Sarah Coxon that will be in the plate.
Yeah, so it's all to play for there. Really, she was really unlucky there where she obviously clicked that red over the black, so she's going to be in a bit of trouble, I guess, even if Barbara doesn't clear these up.
I was saying earlier, it's nice to see her back to full fitness after that unfortunate accident she had where somebody ran into the back of her, didn't they, on the motorway. And I saw her up at Blackpool for the Women's Pro Tour, and she could barely move.
Yeah. So have you've obviously watched Barbara for many years on this screen and stuff like that. She's been playing with the senior team for the last 12 months since she turned that big number 50.
Okay.
But I think her game's got a little bit better, even playing with the men. What's your view? Have you seen enough of it, or?
Well, I'm going to say now, when I saw her playing with, I mean, we're talking really impaired with her injury. You know, she could bear, and she was winning matches. Now, if you can win matches like that, I did say to her beforehand, I said, do you know what? Because you're in so much pain, it will take your mind off the pressure shots, because you haven't got time to think about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, can she just play this and double kiss this black in? What do you think, Willie?
I think she can, yes. And the worst thing that's going to happen, that white and black will sit right in that bag there. No. Oh,
Just wants the black to come back and hit the cue ball here and go back into the pocket. Like so.
Well done.
Clever little shot there from Barbara Taylor, and she wins the opening frame. Let's have another look at this. Clever little bit of skill.
Yep, nicely played.
For Barbara Taylor, as it was for Sarah Coxon.
Yeah, I'm just looking, what is the angle that you need to get in there? Is it, obviously that's come back. Well, actually, I think she's right on it. I think she just answered the question, don't you?
Yeah. The thing with that little cluster there, though, the way she's going to go into it, I think the black's going to stay where it is, but it's the red above it. Depending on how hard she hits it, could go quite a long way up the table.
What you've said.
Well, she hasn't looked up in disbelief, so she must be on this red or very close to it. I'm sure she would have looked to the heavens if she'd snookered herself.
Have you seen that before? Does she do that?
Yes. Yes, she does.
Yes, she does. Usually when she's perfect on it.
Yeah, that's a very Phil Harrison-esque that way.
The female version.
Yeah, Phil's the greatest head shaker in the world.
He is.
Yeah, I've played him many a time, and you think, well, he's shaking his head, he must be in trouble, and he's absolutely plumb.
He just likes to tease you, that's what it is.
Now then, is there room for this black to be cut into that bottom left-hand corner? I don't think there is. I think she needs to move it.
Oh,
Or-
she goes in the top right-hand bag. She could come off the
Or come down the table.
cushion on the bottom one. That's the kind of thing she's really... This is where she'll be. She's quite precise when it comes to this, so I think she's got a really good angle there. If it doesn't go, Tony, I think you could see this in the bottom dike and then leaving a way up to the top right-hand corner. What do we know? What do I know? I'll speak to her about this later.
I think she was a bit straight, you know. I don't think she did have that angle.
Right.
It can be deceiving when you're looking at it from this angle, Willie, and it's caught me out on loads of occasions, I can assure you.
Well,
that doesn't cut. I think this is a double.
Right.
Was she playing it off the yellow? No. That's what she was attempting.
Trying, yeah.
But all she's done is played basically the loss of turn, handing the table over to Sarah Coxon. Obviously no foul because she did hit the black ball first, so Sarah's playing from there, no ball in hand.
So again...
She's not come far enough.
No.
It's double only.
Double, stun it, leave it there, take the yellow
Would
up.
you fancy this finish?
I
certainly wouldn't.
I don't really fancy. Do you saw me this afternoon? No, I don't. Oh.
Well, that's...
I think she's left the double and she's left it with...
Majorly under hit. That double looks it up. I think she'll have to make
cut it
that.
in?
I think the cut's a shot.
Yeah.
I think the double, if you play it with a lower side, because where the white is, the white would stop the black coming across.
She's tried to straighten it, hasn't she? And I think that's the bit there. She was never going to leave much there.
No.
So it's a key little exchange here for Sarah in the match, isn't it, really? Okay.
Not done enough there with that yellow, because now what?
No.
If I'm Barbara now, I just roll this over the middle bag. Just bump it off the rail, put it there. There you go, Sarah.
Yeah,
if you
fair
get
play.
them, fair play to you.
Yeah.
I'm leaving it over the bag. You're
Yeah.
going to need it again.
Clever.
You know, sometimes you just got to play that shot and say, well, if my opponent gets them, then
She'll double it.
I know, but this is madness, really, because if she goes in off it...
Well, she's left the starter, like you said. Now she's left the starter.
I just liked it because the keeper would be on the side rail. It was this... And I'm not a safety player, Willie, and you know that.
Yes, you are. You're called Fudger.
Yeah.
Never.
Well, yeah, I think she missed a trick there, Barbara.
Yeah. Again, this is one of those shots, though, isn't it? This week they're all been got absolutely
No chance.
That's hitting the cushion.
It wasn't hit with any
Yeah.
conviction, though, was it? It was very soft, and all Barbara's got to do is concentrate on the pot. She's worried about the in-off.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the keeper might just sail straight into the yellow. Well, she can dig down and play this, and you can screw out of that, so it makes the pot a little harder. But this is for 4-0.
Nice shot. Yeah, good pot.
Yeah, nicely
Nicely
executed.
finished. Yeah. I think she'll just do the... She was actually trying to play the skill shot, wasn't she?
I think she was,
Hitting it
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, well, the yellow's a bit too far out of the pocket, really, for me. I mean, it is gettable, but a very hard one. But there you see the smile. She's got time for a chat. Where's the cue ball going again? Not staying out this time, so Sarah Coxon will stay at the table.
Good effort. Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Very nice shot.
So she got that angle. Could she have an angle there at the top yellow to hit that in off the way off the bottom and then coming with a little bit of left hand side into that? Or you're going to hit it up the back side. Not acceptable, really, is it? That's all right.
Clever shot. Problem is, though, it's not leaving an easy pot. It's going to have to be, I think, the double back into the middle. For me, it's a fairly thin double, but gettable. Or does she play safe?
Yes.
But when you look at the clock, you haven't really got time to play safe.
I think
that's a great shot.
Gone,
great shot from Sarah.
Good shot. Good shot.
Yeah, and she, you know, just for that shot, really alone and kicking the other ball out, she deserves a finish at the end of it. And that yellow's in. There's a cue ball. And she's not come back far enough for the yellow into the corner, and she's snookered. And it's just not been Sarah Coxon's evening. In the position of the red, she's going to need to pot this. Never mind hit it.
Yeah. And she has, no, she's not.
Yeah,
Although,
good cue ball, second prize.
Definitely.
Well.
I just thought when I seen it click the red, that was almost perfectly heading there. Yeah,
Well,
that works.
Barbara puts her hand up as a gesture of apology, but I think she was definitely playing to try and keep the cue ball at that end of the table. So
Yeah, I don't think this cuts. Oh, yeah.
no, she played down.
Yeah.
She played to come off the bottom cushion with a load aside because it didn't cut, but
It wasn't too far away.
no, it was a good effort.
But these are just sitting to be. These look as if they're just sitting to be wrapped up, to be honest.
And that red's in.
Yeah.
And this is dot to dot finish really for a player of Barbara's calibre. The finishing line staring her right in the face.
I thought I would have followed that one through there just to.
Yeah, a little look of disgust there from Barbara. She knows that's not the greatest shot she's ever played. Still in good position. I mean, she's a great potter, Barbara, so.
Yeah, just needs to concentrate on the pot.
There we are. I mean, she beats herself up because of the shot before.
I know.
Just be a little bit careful with this cut because we know how quick this table is out there. Willie, you know, but even though you can get the ball back from a lag to bulk, but it is quick, trust me.
I thought it was uphill. Oh, yeah.
This black for the match and to top the group with a 100% record. In it goes. Barbara Taylor, she is victorious.
Well done.
She beats Sarah Coxon 5-0. And Willie, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much,
as always.
Akina, even though she's yet to win her first match, can actually still qualify in a series of results to go her way, and she needs a very, very, very big victory. And she's going to have the first break here, race to 5, 40 minutes on the match clock. We'll get underway, and I'll tell you the state of play in the group.
I mean, a cut break's better than mine.
Yes.
Already.
It's good, though. So, state of play in this group. Melanie is in second place, tied with Becky Saunders. They're both on 2 points, so 1 win and a loss. Dawn Keeley is 4 points, 2 wins from 2. Now, Dawn plays Becky. That should be happening at the same time. Yeah, they are already underway. Currently 2-1 to Becky, which would a scoreline that Akina won't want to see. But if Akina can win this match, she will tie herself with Melanie, and then she needs Dawn to win, and then it'll be a 3-way tie for second place in the group, and it'll come down to frame difference. Now, for Akina, the frame difference is not her friend right now, so she'd have to win this one comfortably. But I don't think at 10 years old it's about really the sort of win at this point. It's about the experience and gaining that kind of that experience in this environment.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt she'll even know about all the stuff you just talked about. And I mean, this is why I'm not a big fan of a group format for all the possible complications. But yeah, I think she'll just be happy to be out there, and she obviously loves the game because she seems to be playing in everything. So, and I think for Mel, you know, you're playing a 10-year-old on stream, you're going to be a bit nervous, aren't you?
Yeah, and especially, I mean, as much as we can say, Akina, it's more about the experience building up that, and forget about the situation of the group and all that sort of stuff. You know, the plate's probably the best place for her to be anyway, in terms of enjoying tomorrow anyway, having more of a chance for, to win a few matches and stuff. But for Melanie, she's very much needs to win this match to get herself into the mix for for a top 2 space, and she can get there a couple of different ways. If Becky was to win the other match, then and Melanie was to win this one, there'd be a 3-way tie for first place on 4 points, and then it would come down to frame difference, which at the moment Dawn has the advantage. She's got a frame difference of 5. Melanie has 0, and Becky on -1. But if Becky was to win and beat Dawn, then that was obviously going to level up. So it could be really, really tight is what I'm getting at. But Melanie needs to forget about all that and just try and win this match. Well, that one gets away from Melanie, and this is actually really nicely laid out here for Akina. She's a week or so away from her 11th birthday.
Okay.
Nearly 11. I just still can't get my head around that. My understanding is she got into the game through lockdown with her dad.
Similar to Cohen.
Yeah, similar story. Just awkward enough. Big shot coming up then.
Yeah, I think you focus on the pot. You're going to leave the yellow fairly awkward anyway, aren't you? The white's going to track over to the other side rail.
Going top left.
Okay.
Same deal though.
What a shot.
Oh,
unlucky.
Just. And the cue ball does bounce far enough out. She was trying to very much get onto the 8 ball there and just got into it a touch too much and left it for Melanie to get the first frame on the board. Very nearly Keener stealing that one away, but it is Melanie that did what she needed to do. Gets the frame on the board.
Yeah, no, there's a second session, isn't there, tonight?
Yeah. Why can't I find it? Okay, so Harriet plays Nargis at 7:30. Winner of then goes through to the main event.
Yeah, to play the winner of Griff and Mary. Clever lost a turn there from Akina. She's got Mel in trouble here.
Yes, I should keep an eye on the game a little bit more. I was commentating on a match earlier today where I was checking out all the scores and hadn't realised that the 8 ball had been potted mid-frame. They were racking the balls up. I was like, what's going on? Tony was nudging me going, Simon, the frame's finished. Sometimes you just know when you're in for a little bit of a drawn-out frame, and this was certainly one of those.
Yeah.
That yellow's tied up with the 8 ball. Is it a free hit at a double?
Yeah, I think so. I'd be playing the double here. Because you obviously want to leave the bottom one till last to play the 8 in the top corner.
Big pocket cut down. That's ambitious. Cue ball's doing a bit of travelling here as well. Could have gone worse.
Yeah, I think she's okay here. Nice across. Yeah, good shot. Have we had any shocks in the groups today? Any potential shocks tonight in the last session?
I think we've got some. I think our last women's match of the night is huge. I think it really is. We've got Chloe Payne versus Kersley Davies. Kersley, obviously, she lost her first match from a position of strength, 3-1 up, playing brilliantly.
Yeah.
And now she has to win that one. I mean, you've got to feel sorry for Chloe, who's won 2 out of 2.
Okay.
And she now has to take on Kersley Lee, who's been one of the players of the year, and has to get a result there. Otherwise, she's in danger of not making it through. So it feels very, very tough because it's very tight between 3 of them there. Claire Smith, the other player involved. The only thing I don't know exactly is the frame difference.
Good shot.
We'll discuss Group 8 when this frame finishes, because I think it's worth talking about, because that's what's coming up next. Big shot here though. Oh, just came out narrow. Oh dear.
Mel won't be happy with that shot. Big double. You're playing safe, aren't you? Why am I saying that?
No, I think I'll be aggressive. Like to keep my opponents guessing.
Come for the cut. Great recovery. Oh, I thought that was in. Thought it was in.
Was Mel celebrating there as well? I think she might have
A
been.
little bit, yeah. Doesn't look pleased.
And it is 1-1. I think for Mel, she didn't play particularly well on the stream earlier on, and then she's straight back out there again today. I think it's just a tough day, but looking back, good experience. You learn a lot when you're out there and exposed to everyone, really. I don't know if short position on the yellow at the top of the table was probably a better option.
Yeah.
It's just not going to get the cue ball. That's going to be really hard to get the cue ball on that yellow.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be the same as a couple of frames we've had from Akina today. I feel like it's going to be playing on a double, although it's a little bit short. It's so thin now, she might get close.
Yeah, and do into it, yeah.
In the end, plays safe. Not particularly well.
It'll hit this one on these tables though. Could play safe. Yeah. She's deliberately played safe there. That flick on the 8 could really hurt Mel here, because she was coming back potentially if Akina doesn't get this yellow with three roll-ins. And now she's got a difficult 8 to solve with 2 minutes to go. I think I was in favour there of trying to cut the other one to the opposite bottom and knocking the 8 out, because you couldn't leave a shot on the yellow.
Wow. I'm not entirely sure what the plan was there. Do you think she was just trying to pot it, or?
Yeah, pot and leave the double maybe. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure about the cut there. Full ball. Play the double up, leave it up over the top left-hand corner pocket, get the snooker was my thinking. She's going to get another chance. This does cut.
Anything could happen here, couldn't it?
It could.
Could be any result.
We're into the final minute. We are into the final minute.
Does Mel know she needs this frame? What you said earlier has come to sense.
You said that through gritted teeth.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be a very big 8-ball coming up here for Mel.
Whether she knows it or not.
Whether she knows it or not, she's got a very big 8-ball.
I think that's a sensible shot playing round for the double. She seems to be waiting to make sure she can't lose the match if she misses, but it's not going to matter.
I'm actually going to throw another curveball in the mix. It's got... Well, we'll finish the match first and I'll say it. That is the match over. Mel is going to win it by the odd frame. So she wins by 3 frames to 2. And she gets herself tied at the top of the table with Becky Saunders and Dawn Keeling. Right now, the system is saying that Mel is out by a head-to-head because she lost to Dawn Keeling. But frame difference is wrong because the system is giving a victory by 5-3 earlier on for Dawn over Mel, and it should have been 4-3. I think Mel has a case to go and argue her place in the main event tomorrow. More on that as the night goes on. As we move on ourselves, Tony Holgate rejoins me for this pivotal match in this group. It's Kersley Davies, one of the big favourites for the tournament that is under pressure here. She lost her opening match to Claire Smith from 3-1 in front and 3-1 playing really well as well. It wasn't... It was just a brilliant turnaround from Claire. Claire then went on and lost to Chloe, and then Claire's gone on and beaten Dawn Simbalati by a deciding frame. Chloe Payne won both her first 2 matches, so she's sitting top of the table. But I have to feel for Chloe here. She is currently not guaranteed to be through.
Yeah, just looking at the frame difference there is well into Kirsty Lee Davis' favour. And also, if she wins this match, she will go through.
Yeah, let's simplify it. First of all, if Kirsty loses this match, she's out. If Kirsty wins this match, she's through because of the frame difference.
That's fairly simple.
So that's fairly simple. The trickier side of this is for Chloe. If Chloe was to lose this, Chloe wins, she's through. That she can simplify it massively. But if she was to lose this match, the scoreline is massive. Claire Smith finished on a frame difference of 0. Chloe's is currently 3. Chloe did beat Claire, so she would have the head-to-head record, as we see Kirsty start off in flying style here. So it's 1-0 to Kirsty Lee.
Yes, and I'm certain we're going to see her in action tomorrow.
She's going to have a tough match. We were actually chatting about that. She's got potentially, well, whoever gets through and wins it, well, it's going to be Mary Talbot she's going to play.
Ooh.
Mary Talbot lost out to Kerry Griffiths, so champs will play Mary Talbot, and Kerry Griffiths will play the winner of Harriet Haynes. And where is it? Top of the table. It's Group 2. Harriet Haynes and Narkis Sabari. 4-0 Harriet, so it's likely to be Harriet that Kerry Griffiths will play.
Megan Proctor sat on top of her group there. Yeah, with a game to spare.
She might even...
Well, she's 4-0 up.
Yeah, she might even nip Amy's frame difference. She's only lost 1 frame in the tournament so far. She's currently 14 frames to 1. She's got a plus 13 at the moment with her. So if she wins 5-0, she just edges.
Wasn't that the first frame of the match against Shona Lucas?
It was. No, Shona went in off on the black first frame, I think. So I think Megan won one. Yeah. We saw that on stream yesterday, first match, wasn't it?
So not the greatest anecdote then, was it?
No, but it was
a good try.
It was one. If we that's unlucky for Chloe, just trying to force it too much. If we ignore the truth, it was fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of that.
I am as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
I won't let the truth get in the way of a good story, I'll tell you. So Kirsty Lee back at the table.
Still no updates, by the way, on the Melanie Ritchie's Dawn Keeling saga. Waiting for that information. You see Mel still in the background.
Well, it's quite simple. I mean, if I'm Melanie, I'm thinking, well, I'm through. There's not any discussion to be had. That's how many frames I've won. That's how many frames I've lost. That's what the other players have done. I'm through.
Yeah.
Can't, you can't say, well, the computer messed up, so you're out.
Computer says no.
Yeah.
Just got the cue ball wrong, but obviously safety net with the 8 ball where it is and the red below the yellow on the right hand side. For all the talk of frame differences and everything else, I've said this a few times, the person I feel most sorry for right now is Chloe Payne, who's been brilliant to win 2 out of 2, and here she is in a world of trouble against Gersley Davies and her chances of qualifying through.
She desperately needs one more frame, doesn't she?
One more frame, yeah. One more frame. Does she take this on? Do you feel like you can get right behind this 8 ball and just rip it with as much screw as possible to make it? Fancy that shot? Exhibition shot for sure.
Fairly got hold of that one. But unfortunately for Chloe, nothing easy.
Oh, this might work. This might work.
Oh my word.
Oh, the 8 ball's not on, but it's a huge fluke.
Oh my word. That's incredible. To get that out of there without basically moving that yellow as well. Oh, that's ridiculous.
What a shot.
Oh.
What an out from Chloe Payne. Absolutely outrageous.
Bump into these 3 balls in the middle of the table. Would have liked a thicker contact with that.
Seriously good positional shot now required.
Yeah, another ferocious pot from Kersley Davis. Yellow goes into the right-hand centre. It goes into the other centre as well, but like you say, Simon, it's to be a big positional shot. Where she's going to finish here? That's not where she wanted to be.
Yeah, she's going to finish nowhere. Hope here for Chloe Payne.
Nothing going there for Kirsty. Now it's Chloe Payne on the reds. They're all open. Don't really want to knock them on the rail.
Oh, and she thought she missed the pot as well. Gets the cover though.
Yeah, a bit fortunate there. Just pulled off that shot as she went to strike the red up the rail. Bit of movement. Obviously didn't like that shot, so you tend to sort of body swerve them as you hit them because you're not confident it's going in the pocket.
Getting down on the wrong line. Adjusting on the shot. Good hit. Keeps herself in the frame at least. Well, it's going to be an interesting shot for Connelly. Open these up. Have to open them up. Got to hit a cushion after contact, so you feather it so you don't open them up much. I just had to open them up. There was no getting around it.
Good cue ball. This one's a trickier hit. The straight line would be like firing a cue ball at the middle bag. I think there's a lot of side going on this.
It's a very, very good effort.
It was indeed.
Rakes of left-hand side.
Left Chloe in plumb position though.
Change of hand, just coming up short.
Nice part. Could have done with coming back a bit further and leaving an angle to get down the table, but why should you just knock that ball in? A test up.
Tester that gets away, and that might hurt her as well because the yellow's still on. That cue ball continues to drift to the right. There isn't a pot on for Connelly. Now there is.
That red might act as a buffer as well for the cue ball when she cuts it in.
Little flick is a nice one as well.
Yeah.
This 8-ball for it then to seal Connelly's passage through to the main event, and she's done it. And she's done it by top of the table, not undefeated, but she's come through the hard way. She will be joined in the main event by Chloe Payne, though. She got the 2 frames that she needed to make it through, and it's all at the expense of Claire Smith, who is relegated to the plate event. Craig Reynolds is his opponent.
You mean they're late to the table, don't you?
I do mean they're late to the table. Yeah. The roll-on, roll-off directive is very much a as and when, lads, as and when.
Yeah, it's like international hide and seek. Finding Rob Holt was a challenge, but there he is. Well, playing one of my old mates, Craig Reynolds, former Welsh international. Was the heartbeat of the Welsh team for many years, was Craig.
Just trying to do some calculations while Rob has a go at these on the opening frame. Right now, Craig Reynolds is top of the table. 10 points from his 6 games, 5 wins and a loss. Pete Williams, 5 wins and a loss. Also on 10 points, Rob Holt, 4 wins, 2 losses, and he sits on 8, as does Jason Tuvey. So top 4 from 8 go through. So Rob is the one under jeopardy. If he was to lose this match, he opens the door for Mark Brazier to come through and pip into the post. Mark's got one. This is Rob and Craig's final match in the group. Mark has one more match left to play a little bit later on tonight, and that's against Pete Williams. So with it being against Pete Williams, who is right up the top of the table as well, Yeah, it's one of those. Mark would have to win, and he needs Rob to lose. Jason Tuvey very much done and dusted. So Mark actually has 2 ways of making it through. If he wins, as we see Rob win on the opening frame, if he was to win his match, he would go above Jason Tuvey regardless of what Rob does.
That was quite a soft break there from Craig Reynolds, and a little bit of top spin on the white that came down the bottom. It's, I don't know. He used to break harder than this when we played back in the early 2000s and late 90s. And
I think he just got the strike all wrong, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just completely miss it, the cue ball.
Rob not fancying any of it, and I don't blame him.
Shot clock, now in play.
Into the final 5 minutes then. We haven't had a 6 for a shootout for a while. Tony, maybe we've got another one on the cards here.
There is that possibility looming, but it needs that man over there, Craig Reynolds, to be at the table for that to happen. Rob just with the... Does that red go clean into this top corner?
I don't think so.
No, I think there's a bit too much of that yellow stuck out in front of it. He'll have to play the one into the middle. Oh, he's playing down in the corner. Okay. No, playing safe. He fooled me there. Not that that's hard to do. Well, I'll tell you this now, and obviously I've not seen Craig play speed pool for a long, long time, but he used to be pretty good at it. So if it did go to a 6 red, we're talking like, you know, sub 50 seconds when he's knocking 15 balls in.
Yeah, I think he may well have... Well, he's going to have to go and sit and hope here. He didn't play a particularly good shot there. So Rob thinks he can pot this. This is the second time he's tried to land on it. Doesn't look like it. And he couldn't. When he potted it, but he hit the yellow first.
Yeah, there's just too much of that stuck out.
Now the 6 red looks likely.
It certainly does. Fancy Renault to miss from here. Nice angle now for the left-hander from Telford to get onto this black. Yellow's in. Black will be following it very shortly.
And it is 2-2. What have we got left? 148 for this time.
Craig's up twice there, up and down. Up and down, he's back in the chair again.
I wonder if Rob had the little cheek. Hang on, settle down, Craig. Wait your turn. Tricky first ball, and it goes. Red bottom right is a problem. 8 ball also. The rest are okay.
I think the Blackpool will go off that yellow into the middle. Won't be worrying about that until I've got rid of that red down at the bottom right. Well, he's left himself an angle now and he can get down there. Punch with left hand side off that side rail. Punch screw. Spin it down, kick that yellow, all red out the way. Oh.
Bottom cushion and just kick into it.
I think so, yeah.
Just make sure you use the full clock. Might even call my extension here, just because you don't want to leave 40 seconds. You want to leave 25.
Yeah.
Enough for you to win, not enough for your opponent. So, he's just going to turn out. He's just going to accept 6 red. Not even going to try and give it a ride. I'd be too tempted to give that a little ride off the bottom cushion.
I would have, definitely. Craig's definitely accepted it as well. This will be interesting, this 6 red as well. Keen to see if Craig can still cut the mustard. Because really good quick player. He doesn't mind running around the table.
Yet another 6 red shootout. Oh, he should be. Oh, keep the journey. Go right centre. Sorry, left centre.
Keep the journey.
Yeah, he'd come round this way round. He changed direction.
Oh, what's he doing? That's a good shot, actually. No, it's not. Let me change my mind 4 times. No, I thought he was in. It's a good time, though.
It's going to be outside the 30 seconds we talked about, though.
Craig's winning this, I'm telling you. I've bigged you up.
33.68 to beat them.
It's time for you to deliver.
Oh, what a break. That's fabulous.
Look at the dancing bear. It's all over. Here he goes, look. Skippy the kangaroo. And he's walking, look.
Showboating. Does sub 27 with a little bit of time to spare at the back end. And job done. But that is, it is still ongoing. This one is a much more simple affair, as you've already said, Tony. It's not quite a straight.
No, because Neil Jackson still has something to say, does he?
Yeah, but if Neil wins, the frame difference just kills him, because obviously Neil has to win. There's nothing Neil can do. It is a straight, but the results have changed, so it is a straight knockout now, because all Neil can do is win his final match and get to 6, but one of these 2 players has to get to 8. Nobody else can get there. So this is just straight knockout. Winner goes through, loser is out.
See there, Dave Chalmers tops the group from Blackpool. 6 out of 6, Jealous Singh. 5 out of 6, and my buddy from Cornwall, the Cornwall County Seniors captain, Graham Taylor, sat there in 3rd place. The Grazer.
Assuming you've had a few wins over him, have you?
Once in £100 amount tournament, actually, yeah, 7-6.
You don't reference the losses.
No, and I did keep the journey and went on and won that tournament as well. So that wasn't that long ago, actually. That's actually in the 2014-ish, 15, bizarrely.
Not that long ago, that was a decade ago.
Well, that's recent to me. That's when I actually played the game. Because I retired in 2008 from professional pool.
A disappointing miss for Pete, but he was running into trouble anyway, so Cameron Tolley has a bit more control in this frame. Cameron made the decision to step away from the pro game himself this year. Always nice to see him, though, when he's out and about. Still a very good player.
Packed in pool 2008. I gave up drinking in 2010. That was the worst 20 minutes of my life.
I was about to say that can't have lasted.
Bit of an edgy one there.
Loss of turn, just.
I think so, yeah.
So as long as you can keep the cue ball in the bottom left-hand corner of the table and it's not leaving that red on, I think the loss of turn's the play.
Well, Cameron Tolley, a lot more experience than Peter Gruby out here.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Oh, he's overdone the cue ball, I think.
Yeah, he can definitely get through to pot that, but can he get the cue ball over to disturb the black ball? No.
The answer to that is probably no. He may not have been able to see the potting angle anyway. Cameron won't be happy that when he played the loss of turn, he put the yellow down the cushion as well, just adding a little bit more work to his issues out there. But he's still, just be patient, wait for the right opportunity. Might have left that red, so it goes through the gap. Might be even feather it off the yellow. So I was thinking that Cameron could just deal with the yellow down the table, but maybe he didn't want to because that red would squeeze through. I still think he should have done there. There's another yellow as a blocker. That top left-hand corner is now a complete mess. Maybe he's slow playing for a 1-0 victory.
Well, yeah, I'm just gazing at the clock now, and I think by the end of this frame we could have seen a big chunk of the match clock gone.
Yeah, you're approaching a quarter of the match already. Look at that top left-hand corner. When Cameron got to the frame in this frame, it wasn't that bad. He just needed a safety shot or two, and then you felt he was going to go, but it's gone. Oh, it's gone horrible.
There's an angle here, you could have a real belt at this. Okay, well, he's been unlucky. Good pot. Now then, could he play the black ball, thin edge of the yellow that's in the middle of the three, and get the black into the right-hand middle? Just go straight for the double.
Oh, he's got it. Just go straight. Oh. Good break. Every red's got a pocket, just awkward. Don't see any future on yellows. Lay out on reds where you feel you have to take it on, but it's not easy. Lovely spin control on that one. And a catching shot.
Still tricky. He's having a little peek to see if he could creep through that gap with red and yellow and get to that red.
I think he could screw back straight into the yellow, couldn't he? And then
I like that shot.
you catch the, yeah, there you go. Pinch the pocket just a touch. Nip it, don't overhit it. Yeah, pulls it out a lot wider.
Can play a double. If he could double that red into the bottom right, he can hold for the other red. We'll get to it. This is a roll. Just get it up over the pocket, near the pocket. He liked it just a little bit away from that jaw, Cameron, but it's Pete Gruby back at the table.
Excellent pot.
He's opened them up nicely now. Dazzled us earlier with that incredible finish in the opening frame and that amazing double black. He's going to do it again. Just fell out of position there. Still got this yellow available into the top left. But not now.
Gets the line all wrong.
And he's left Cameron bang on the reds. Another 6 red.
I think, wow. The best of shots from Cameron. I was assuming Cameron gets out this visit. That would leave over 8 minutes left, 2 frames to play. Working on the, thinking that there'll be no 6 red in this one, but it only does take 1 tactical exchange to just kill it a little bit and make it a factor. Poor shot from Cameron means he's got to take this red first, so he's kind of doing the rounds here.
Played that nicely. Screws this up now to the left-hand side of the table to have the black top right. He's played that really well. That's a lovely shot. Super control there from Cameron Tolley. It's a 2-1.
Cameron gets himself in front. Yes, that red's gone very awkward. Oh dear. That could not go worse. Oh dear, he's got, oh, thought he had it. Cameron's got a major problem top right now, and he's only got himself to blame. He put that ball there. He's gifted up a chance here. Pete Gruby. A couple of poor shots on the trot from Cameron. No, he's not getting punished for it though.
And that could be that. Panic there from Cameron Tolley about the beeps. He's used to it. Playing on plenty of ultimate pool tour events. Great shot. Pots this, stops the white dead.
Just.
You've got to bend it.
Oh, he has. Good news is it's not that difficult a shot, and the 8-ball's waiting, so he shouldn't have any issues. He hasn't had any issues. This 8-ball for it. This 8-ball for a place in the main event tomorrow morning. And it is job done for Cam Tolley. Had to do it the hard way. Had to pull out a few in that match, but he gets the job done. He moves on, and he will be in the main event. Pete Gruby, he'll have to go to the plate and try and take down the plate event tomorrow morning.
like to think the two lads are on the late shift will be here wanting to play.
Well, their match was originally due for 11 p.m. Eddie and Dave, and I think they'll be quite happy to see it move forward and get done and dusted ahead of a few of the other players.
Lethal Leary.
So this is the match that you were really pulling for earlier on today, and the drama of it, what it might mean and everything else, and it means absolutely nothing, Tony.
Aren't my cheeks red?
That's the reality of
I'm
it.
disgusted with myself.
It's a case of the winner of this match will finish third, the loser of this match will finish fourth in their group.
You should have stopped me.
Well, I agreed with you, that's the problem, but the beauty is that you're the one that pushed for it, and therefore it's your fault. So.
No, actually, I'm going to blame Lee Irwin because he started winning matches, and then also everybody else fell away at the bottom of the table.
It just, the way the matches were set up, they just started to separate. Top half, bottom half, just completely separated. And obviously we saw Lee playing earlier on when he was under huge pressure to get through. He needed to get that shootout one. He needed to, if he doesn't do that, he's in a world of trouble. But he's won that one. He's then gone on and won the next, and all of a sudden he's done and dusted with a match to spare.
It does mean our two winners of this event from last year are both going to be into the main knockout event tomorrow.
Yes, indeed.
Group 7, I think they play against, don't they?
Is that correct? Okay.
I'm never usually wrong.
Well, let's go and find out, shall we?
Should I say? I think it was.
Okay, so the winner of this match will play Tom Oakes.
And the loser, Steve Bell.
Tom Oakes, it's still to be determined because Tom's got a match to play. Tom could still finish top, so they'll play Tom Oakes or Mark White. The loser of the match will play the other one. So whichever one finishes first, whichever one finishes second, that's kind of where we're at. That's the situation, I believe.
Two lads from Gloucestershire there, Steve Bell and Tom Oakes, both good buddies and looking like they both might get through. And the Appleton's there in fourth. Still a game to play though, and that looks a bit tight there with Tony Reid and Craig Sturmey all on 3 wins out of 6.
Yeah, very tight in Group 7 for the final 2 spots.
Who's the dog got last, which is Andy Appleton? The dog.
He's currently 1-1 with Tony Reid.
Tough game, but they're both in contention.
Yeah, if Andy wins though, he's through, so that's the comforting situation. Possibly would have preferred straight in, 2 or 3 rolls more to get that straight in. Shouldn't really be a problem for him. Oh, holds it really well. That was an excellent shot. Just allowed the spin to grip quickly. You can't really get it on this cloth. I thought he might have to use the yellow. I was able just to nip it by and make it look really simple.
Pop up high on this, go past that yellow, so he takes it out of the equation. No, he won't. He'll top through and come back the other side of it. Such a good player, Dylan. Lee Irwin now steps up to break off frame 4. Trailing 2-1. It's gone dry. Another look. No friends off the break for Lee Irwin. It'll be the man from Maidenhead. Into the table. Just doesn't look like missing Dylan Leary. Like I say, son, this has been a very high standard match. Nobody's really made an error. Leo can find himself losing this without doing anything wrong. When he's been to the table, he's mopped up his chance. But Leary has been, to the letter, lethal.
Agreed, the standard's been fabulous. Dylan won't balk at the winning line either. Try and smash through it and get this one done. Get himself third place in the group.
Well, nobody will want that man tomorrow. Want to avoid, as Lee Irwin. What do you think? Dylan really looks in the mood. Just the perfect weight again. Just play this second to last yellow into the corner, just get on the yellow into the middle, his last one. Not try and be too elaborate. And this will be dropped in dead weight. Depends if he feels that he can push through with a bit with the cue ball and get on the black in the middle. If not, he can just drop it and play it in the top corner. I think he's going to try and get on it in the middle. Been a stunning performance from Dylan.
It really has. What a performance from Dylan Leary. The former champion beats the former champion. Dylan Leary knocks out the defending, or not knocks out, but beats the defending champion. They're both going to go through to the main event. Dylan will go in third place. Lee will go in fourth place, and they'll both be dangerous tomorrow.
Well, you certainly confused me anyway.
Okay, let me simplify it for you. If Eddie Barker gets 2 frames in this match, he will finish top of this group. If he loses by any other scoreline, then Dave Halliday will leapfrog him and Sean Eaton-Lees to be top of the group. Eddie Barker is guaranteed to finish above Sean Eaton-Lees, so worst case scenario is for Eddie Barker is he'll finish second. Dave Halliday loses, then he is going to remain where he is in third place. Clever shot. Just got himself in a little bit of a positional mess, digging himself out of it. Gonna have to leave the red on the bottom cushion as his last ball here, you feel. Shouldn't be a problem, he just has to get the right angles on the next 2 shots. And that is very nice, because he can now pick his angle.
Yeah, he can just roll that one into the centre, and I'd like to leave it quite wide so you're bringing the cue ball past the black into that side rail. That would be my avenue that I'd prefer.
I think
this is a roll forward one now.
Yeah, I think I like trying to put the cue ball where the red was, and playing a natural. Because I know what the shot you're talking about, I just think you could end up a little bit high on it and get a little bit awkward.
They play with the right hand side and sort of spin it off the rail. Looks nice for the crowd as well.
Yeah, I prefer the simpler route that Dave Halliday's gone for.
Boring.
Yeah, you want it. You were the entertainer.
I want value for my money. Pure entertainment.
Well, you're going through the chalk. You might as well use it by ripping the cue ball. Oh dear.
Would you believe it?
The work was done for Dave. Job was done. Just had to pot the final 2 balls. That was absolute perfection on that ball.
Yeah, quite bizarre. That looks like a new shirt for Batman. Barker.
I do like to think that if the Batman did play Paul, this is the look he would go for.
Yeah, maybe get rid of the glove and put that on his head as the mask.
We finally got the glove that you were asking for earlier on.
Yeah. It was Oli Bell that put Eddie Barker out last year.
In semi-finals. Or was it the quarter-finals?
Wasn't Eddie 3 or 4-0 up?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
One of those big comebacks.
Just choosing to be patient. Has he left a 1 cushion here? It's a hard angle to pick. Well, that's sort of 2 cushions, isn't it? Top cushion and side cushion, but looks like Dave's thinking jaws here.
I like the jaw shot. I like the film as well.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
You need a bigger cue. Well, we did attempt the jaw shot. Not really very close with it. Need to go deep in there and play it with side to come straight across. And handing the ball to Eddie Barker, which I'm sure he's going to put at the bottom of the table now behind his yellow. It's nearest to red.
Another loss of turn, I think, or might play the combination, but I think I'd be tempted just to play the out-and-out loss of turn and guarantee the snooker. See which way he goes on this. Just the loss of turn.
Yeah, but he's left the straight 1 cushion escape. Very low percentage of getting this because obviously that yellow's now covers that bottom corner.
He could have played that in such a way where he left himself the combination to screw back to the left-hand side of centre where you've got the 2 yellows as blockers and you're going to be on a choice of you're going to be on the ball top right. And it would have been a shot that you'd expect Eddie to make, but he has survived the scare.
Yes, I wouldn't have liked it. I'd have gone game. I know Eddie's played the right shot, but I just do not like leaving those 1 cushion escapes. We've seen a couple of them as well. He's battered the ball in out the snooker. Go down swinging, I always say that.
There's the cue ball, it's okay.
long opening frame.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. It's used up a lot of the clock. It's Eddie Barker that wins the frame, though. Oh.
What a break.
Cue ball looked like it was nowhere near any danger, and all of a sudden, pinballed into the top left-hand corner pocket.
What a split as well.
These have got to go quickly here, Dave. You've really got to get your skates on here.
6 red to finish off the night.
6 red. Yeah, 6 red to finish the night. 6 reds here. There it was.
Come a bit forward as you come downstairs now. I think I'll be tempted to come down and play the red at the bottom, and he's certainly doing so. Get back up on that red into the centre would be great.
Beautiful shot, that one. Yeah, that sort of split would deserve to be mopped up, and Dave Halliday does just that, and he does it fairly quickly. That was about a minute and a half. Yeah, see, complete waste of time. Eddie just taps the pack, and that's the end of that.
This could be really quick. Oh, this could be all sorts of numbers here. We could see sub 20.
Just got to stay the journey.
We'll just roll into this surely. No. Thought he might tap into one in the middle of the table and go bam bam with the last 2.
He's just let this go a little bit at the back end, hasn't he? All of a sudden, this is a pressure ball.
30.
He's going to be really disappointed with that. He is going to be really, really disappointed.
I was only 500 of a second out.
Yeah, you were. Not the best.
I want to split apart more.
That's okay. You can now just get the first 2 shots right. Left, going right centre. Oh dear. I was going to say right centre just pops them open, but missing that one to the corner hurts him.
That's nice.
Oh, that might be a penalty. I think that's going to be a penalty. That red was still moving. It's not going to matter because he misses the final red anyway. We would have, if he makes that final red, we would have seen VAR action as well, which is really disappointing for myself. It's obviously very disappointing as well for Dave. But it is Batman Eddie Barker that rounds out the day with a 6 red shootout victory. Today's been an awful lot of fun. We've had a great laugh here in the commentary box. Apologies if it's been too much, but we've really enjoyed ourselves. I hope you have as well at home.